Most people don't realise that the haggis they see for sale in the butcher's shops and supermarkets is actually what was formerly called mock haggis. It's a concoction made out of sheep offal, and very good some of it is too, but it isn't real haggis. Now where I live here on the west coast of Scotland, we're very lucky to have one of the subspecies of haggis living on the hill. You hear all sorts of nonsense about them having one leg longer than the other. That's not entirely true, but they do have one leg stouter than the other. The left leg does all the work, and that's because the haggis follow the sun around the hills, eating all the little invertebrates and the small mammals that the sun brings out. So they constantly go in the same direction. Charming little creatures, but they are quite territorial. And when we see them on the roads dead, most people think that they're roadkill hedgehog, but no, they're actually little haggis. We know there are too many of them for that particular hill to sustain, so we go and catch a few to eat. Now those of us who know about the haggis's life cycle, we do culture them to some extent, because nowadays there's so many badgers killing them off and taking their eggs. The eggs are huge things. So we find the eggs, we bring them back and we incubate them until the day before they hatch. These creatures are probably related to echidna and platypus and things like that. They're mammals that actually lay eggs. I'm not going to show you the butchering of a haggis because I don't want a lot of hate mail from vegans and people like that. But I have butchered a haggis and cooked it and run it through the mincer. You couldn't eat one as it is because they are as tough as old boots. But we like to put them back on the bone and eat them as a drumstick. So we save the leg bones, the femur I think it is, but we save them and we mince the haggis up and put it back on the bone and serve it as God intended. So what we have is a bowl of chopped haggis. I put a bit of mashed potato and turnip in, sometimes a bit of breadcrumb, a little bit of beaten egg. It's not haggis egg, it's actually ptarmigan egg off the same hill. Stir it all up and thoroughly mix it. A bit of plain flour to help bind it and dry it off a little bit. And then we simply mould it back onto the bone like this. The very young haggis, at one time the legs were a delicacy. The baby haggis do have very tender leg meat, but it would be rather destructive to kill the young generation just to have a bit of a dinner. And then we just dredge them with a bit of flour. Then we dip them in beer batter. And deep fry them at about 170 degrees. So it's quite simple really. And then when they're cooked through, we drain them on a little piece of absorbent paper. Before turning them out. And we serve them with a good Scottish drink. A nice Scottish beer or a dram. And maybe a bit of mustard sauce. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it inspires you to catch your own haggis and make some of these delicious, tasty things. Thank you for watching.